Hello, trading has closed on 26th of August 2024. As always, we'll start with our disclaimer, go over our calls, and make our predictions. My trading plan for Tuesday, which is August 27th, 2024. Please remember my calls can be wrong. Any trade you make should be made at your own risk. Look for the pattern with the early high, which is this. Tomorrow should also have the early high. Normanski had a change in trend day after Friday's close. His system says go short at Monday's open, so that called the top. Nice work. I said if we gapped over recent highs and maintained it, we could extend the rally. But if we couldn't do that, I thought we'd trade lower and perhaps much lower. Well, we did gap up. We couldn't maintain it. So for now, at least, we should trade lower, but I'm not going to give myself credit for the call because I also have a rule that says gapping sharply in the undesired direction kills it. So even though we had a gap and couldn't maintain it, I'm just going to call this one no call, even though it's playing out as we planned. Should have been clearer on that. During the day, MEJT said this blip up is false, would be traced. Now it says this drop is false. Gives us a target of 56.20.04. Well, we came so close to the target it doesn't really have to print. It's an optional target. I haven't been keeping track of every one of this type of optional target forever, but over the past few years I've only had one of them which hasn't printed. So I think there's an excellent chance we're going to see it. The catch is it's only 3 handles or so away, and it doesn't have to print tomorrow since we came so close. It could print a year from now. So that's not really enough for me to risk my money based on this, even though I think the odds are overwhelming it'll print at some time. We're still stalling right at this trend line. If we don't gap over it, I'd be reluctant to take a long. Here's another trend line. Eventually you should break through. And you bounce on this trend line so many times, eventually you break through, but that doesn't mean you won't drop first. Well, this is a pattern which usually closes near its high. If it doesn't close near its high, it leads to lower prices. But time doesn't run out until early tomorrow, so if we get and take this high out, all is forgiven. If it doesn't close to the high, it should be a straight line drop. I don't see it. It's not. Maybe it's this, and if it is, we should see lower prices, but I'd expect this to close at the lower day, and we dropped all day and just couldn't hold on to these lows, and that's a bullish pattern. I think if we gap and take out these lows early, all that bullishness goes away. So we're going to have to use the mixed signals rules, and we're going to probably gap and trade outside this range pretty early tomorrow. Now, I haven't seen what overnight trading is going to do. I'm recording this early, but I don't think that would change. No matter what I see, I don't think it would change what I say. Using the mixed signals rules. We have the early high tomorrow, which doesn't tell us where we open. It is bullish. There's a higher target, and the day-long decline couldn't manage to close under intraday lows. Don't forget the target's optional. It doesn't really have to print. It's negative that today's normally bullish pattern didn't close near its high, and the new high was followed by closing under several prior highs and in the red to boot. That's just not good. So the odds favor gapping strongly at tomorrow's open with a prompt move outside of today's range. Now the gap and the move don't have to be in the same direction. I mean, you could gap up here and close down, and we've got really all we need for a multi-day top here, other than the fact that we haven't started dropping and holding on to it. I think trying to call tops in a bull market can be painful to your wallet. It certainly isn't enough for me to go long here. Certainly if it did drop, I could explain it. And if we gap down, take out these lows early, I think we could actually have a sizable drop. But until that happens, it's possible to gap and take this high out and kill the whole idea. And I'm not much of a guesser. So I'm just going to say the signals were mixed, probably a gap open, pattern with the early high. If we start to drop the spades, I believe it, but it hasn't happened yet. And that's today's call.